Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it looks like the audio is working. That's good. Hope you're all doing well. This is Triple T, CHANG, Teacher Thomas, Thailand. Hey, down, but not out. I hope you're doing well. I got a lot of friends and family that are suffering from various illnesses, some serious, had some recent death in my family, first cousin, the baby actually. So, trying times for a lot of people out there. It's been very trying for me as well. I'm finally just getting back into the groove, so had a lot of people inquiring why I haven't put out a video on the YouTube channel here in over a month. I kind of updated people on that, made some posts about taking a break from the social media, mainly due to some health concerns. So we had a lot of stuff going on, and unfortunately I haven't been able to do my daily stuff, but bouncing back. It's not how far you fall, it's how far you bounce back. It's not how many times you fall, it's how far you bounce back, right? So look, this is a special live stream for a good friend of mine down under Australia. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Gary, Howdy Cop, I hope you are well, sir. Thinking of you today. So we're just going to do a little live stream. I tried to set up a full stream ahead of time. We're streaming on the GoPro camera here, the old Hero 9, streaming on linear activity view. We got the wireless microphone system. I hope you can hear me okay. I want to show you around, see what we got going on here, give you updates on Teacher Thomas, the beautiful Nam Yen, and the open mic, Ban Chang. Okay, guys? Hope you're doing well. My apologies for the original live stream. Got out here, had the whole live stream set in advance for like 30 minutes in advance, was trying to tag everybody and put stuff out there ahead of time, create the thumbnail. It's not easy making these videos, guys. There's a lot of work goes into my style of videos, so that's another reason you haven't seen a new video in a while, since the Old Town Rayon was the last uploaded vlog, and then I think I did a live stream about a month ago where we walked to the beach. But it takes a lot of time and effort to sit down in your studio and really put together a video, at least up to my standards. So it's much easier just to bring you a live stream this morning. Like I say, I had a lot of people asking, very concerned, but we communicate privately. Everybody knows I'm not dead or anything. So, but anyway, this is for you, Gary, and for all those wonderful people that follow Triple T and Nam Yen with peace and love and kindness in their heart, and would never think about dropping negative comments or any of that nonsense online keyboard warrior drama. People are real people, whether it's virtual or face-to-face, right? We got good people here. I want to thank you all. Appreciate your concerns, your emails, your messages. So this live stream is for everybody that supports us. We really appreciate you. Now, Gary, I know, man, you are going to bounce back. I am waiting progress on your condition, and our ball is way too flat. But I really appreciate everything you do for us, Gary, and all your kind support. So this stream is dedicated to you, brother. Okay, I can see here. It's another reason I had a little trouble on the live. Hey, York, thanks for dropping by. Is the audio, video okay? Got the bright light in my eyes so you can see what's going on. We had so much cloud cover and a little bit of rain too. We're starting to get some rain now, so the grass is turning green naturally without having to water it, so that's good. But I got all kinds of solar cell lighting throughout here, and it died off. I should have shut them off last night, right, because they didn't have enough power. So that's why I've got the bright light in my eyes. But I've got it on the headband, so I'm going to put the camera on my head. We're going to walk around and show you what I got going. Okay, guys, I'm already soaking wet. I've been up since early, all right, so I'm determined. I'm really determined, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that I've got this perfect location set up for something that I really enjoy doing, going back to my amateur boxer days in the United States Army. So I really get a good workout in here when I'm able to. I haven't been able to in a long time. I don't want to get into personal information on my health condition, but hey, there's people that's got a lot more problems than I do. So this video is for you. If you've been struggling with health, whether it's physical or mental, depression, everything else, expat life here in Thailand is not all it's cracked up to be. A lot of us have psychological problems that we don't like to talk about. You know, you get down and out, you're away from your family back home, you know what I'm saying? So this is to everyone that struggles and finds it hard to take that first step and get back into the routine, try to improve their physical and mental condition. This is for you, but more especially for Gary. All right, let me see if I can read a little bit over here. Yeah, that was York. Okay, I'm a little bit blinded by the light. Sorry, it's hard to read. Sound is okay. Cheers from Kentucky. Hey, Ed, can you hear me okay, brother? Audio, visual, okay? Are we okay? Can you hear that? Guys, check out my shoes. Those are official boxing shoes. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, the old 1, 2. Early in the morning, rise into the street. Light me up that cigarette, strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money all gone. I got a Dalmatian, and I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a mother effing rhyme. All right, guys. Now you know why I'm soaking wet. Not enough air in that ball. Oh yeah. Get that cardio going. Get that going. Thanks for watching. Not going to be a real long live stream. Because when I set it up, I have to have the GoPro rolling. And that drains battery, so I think we're about 80%. I had to stop and get my wind before I could go live too. The lights in my eye. All right. Haven't hit the speed bag this morning. Just been warming up. Now, like I say, I'll show you what else I got going real quick. Give you a tour. With Gary. I know Gary may not be watching live. And Sue Rowans, probably not watching live, but they're gonna watch this live stream dedicated to you, Gary. You're my motivation right now, brother. Down under, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Get the rhythm going, Thomas. I want your weight coming off your punch foot, right? Remember that. Light my eyes. Works perfect. But anyway, guys, I'm not back to full strength by any means. This intensity won't last long. Not back at all. Jump that rope. I don't want to get too winded on you. Woo-wee. It is hot in Thailand. Ooh. Okay, yep, 10-4, all right. Let's take a little walk, shall we? Ed, I hope you're doing well. Hope all you people are doing well. Anybody that happens to tune in, whether you're a subscriber or not, Jimmy Crack Corn, we don't care. If you enjoy the video, subscribe. Check out the channel. There's a lot of content out of Thailand. All right. Well, I'll kind of show you what I got going on this morning. Get a big old drink of water. Yeah, I can only do the intense stuff for, shoot, maybe 5-6 minutes, one short round, and I gotta stop. All right, guys. Look at that. Just over 200 Fahrenheit. So I just did a warm-up fire. We got a good party tonight. Going away party for a very special friend of mine. Oh, that water tastes good. So yours truly, a humble host, is getting ready to smoke some stuff for the party tonight. All right. Let me get this camera on my head, and I'll have to adjust the angle, and then I'll have both my hands free. It's up to you. Good morning. Unexpected. Tried to put out an advance notice stream. It got jacked up, so I had to just go direct live without the advance notice. So created a new URL and went live. Teresa, thank you for being here. If you didn't catch the earlier part, you can go back later. Dedicated to Gary and Sue today on this spontaneous live stream, and an update for all the great people that have been sending private messages of concern as to why there hadn't been content on the YouTube channel. You guys okay all that? So unexpected live stream for everyone because we love you, but more especially for Gary and for Sue and for Nail and for Mail. Okay, some of my great friends that I've never had the honor to meet in the physical world, but we are unquestionable loyal friends here through the YouTube platform. So I got a little bit of a lag here. It's up to you. David Smith, East Texas, in the house. Sir, you probably don't recognize this piece of equipment, do you? I just put the camera on my head, guys, and I've got a lag on the stream on my end, so I'm trying to see what kind of angle we got here from the helmet cam. It's not, it looks like it's way too high. How's that? You guys let me know. Go ahead and give you a quick look. Oh, that camera's so heavy with the media mod and everything. It is a heavy duty, heavy steel. Alright, oh yeah, internal about 225 on the center, which is fine because we're about ready to get her hot. I don't think it's going to work. I'm just going to have to go back to the way it was and just do it one-handed. Guys, busted my knuckles the other day on some bad news. Hit something I shouldn't have hit. But I'll be alright. We all got struggles. Didn't lie. And like I say, I don't like to give the big details about my individual personal health condition, but let's just say we had a pretty big scare here between Nam Yen and I. And that scare has led to us prioritizing a lot more other things than creating content for YouTube or selling meats at the open mic. We have done a lot of smoked meats. I've got 2 big 15-pound hams brining, and I know I'm getting far away from that microphone. Let's see. Oh, microphone's in the wind. Not too smart. Anyway, Sue's in the house. Sue Rowan, good morning. Please tell Gary this stream is for him, more especially for him. It's for everyone who's been inquiring about us, and we appreciate all the peace and love and kindness that all of our friends via the YouTube channel that we otherwise would not have known. We appreciate all of you, but spontaneous live stream to give you guys some updates. I'm down, but I'm not out. I got everything situated. There's our hickory chips. I could tell you what kind of wood I'm using, but then I'd have to kill you, and I don't want to kill you, so I'm not going to tell you any secrets while we're doing this today. But you can see we've got some seasoned, debarked wood. I will tell you it's hardwood fruit from Thailand. Okay, now we're going to close it back down. But there's a lot of experimentation that goes into creating the for sale product. I've already changed my rib rub. I changed the Kansas City barbecue sauce recipe. So, you know, there's the first batches, the guinea pigs, friends, you try everything out on, and then there's further development. So today we are doing a brand new rib rub, not much different than the original, but we're doing that, and we are also doing a new batch of barbecue sauce today. So now with that, I keep a little bit of charcoal, right? So it's charcoal base fire, but the wood burns so clear, and that's what you want. Instead of dark white, you want that true clear blue. And as soon as that wood catches, because it's seasoned and debarked, I do not soak it in water beforehand. And the reason I don't, guys, is because if it's wet, it creates more of a white, thick smoke, and you're going to see as this progresses here, we should have another 20 minutes on this live stream before the battery dies, but you'll see that the smoke will continue to get, it's even getting clearer already, right? So you want that clear blue smoke, which is the natural smoke from the wood with a little bit of flame. Now, if your wood's not seasoned, then yeah, you're probably going to have to soak it. But if your wood's seasoned, you shouldn't have to do that. And with the damper full open, you're going to see the temperature start rising rapidly. So I'm going to get it up there about 320 when I first put the ribs on, okay? So there's our charcoal. It's about $6 for a big old tall bag like that. Can't beat it. This is our pool table, air hockey table. A lot of you guys might have seen that with the orphanage. So I put wood protecting over top of it, and then a heavy tarp. Got all the dry spices and stuff out there, right? Well, that works good to have that counter space. I don't do too much on it because I've got all the space over here. Here's just the ingredients for the barbecue sauce. That's all that is. And like I said, I'm not going to give you the recipe, because if I did, then I'd have to kill you. But I will tell you that all of the spices, if there's any way possible, I start with whole, like the peppercorns, whole peppercorns, and I grind them right before I make the sauce. All the spices I can get are fresh ground, right? Premium kosher salts, yeah, a lot of different stuff. The black pepper that I have, the black peppercorns that I grind, I promise you, you cannot even get that if you're in Thailand. Now, you might be able to get it somewhere else, but I want to tell you how I got it, because then I'd blow my connection, right? But let's just say it's from Asia, but not from Thailand. So anyway, that's how that works. I'll be making barbecue sauce, and now here is the infamous Triple T homemade rib rub. You seeing that? Now, just what's left in there is probably enough to do, oh, I don't know, maybe 4, possibly 5 full slabs of ribs. Okay. Oh, here's my ribs. They've been rib rubbed in the refrigerator in a bag, individual bags, for 3 days with the rub on them. And now they've been sitting out here about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, to get them up to room temperature. I don't like putting cold meat on a hot grill. I want temperature control from the very start. So we're only doing 3 slabs today. And after I bring them out of the bags, I just make a way to stand them up. A little bit of fluid on them when they were sealed in the bag with the refrigerator, right? So you see that, some of that rib rub in that drainage. But they'll be ready to go, guys. So that's what I'm doing. Because of my health problems, I keep forgetting to take the microphone with me. Because of my health problems, there's a reason that we put on delay everything that we were doing as far as food sales. Open mic, Bonchang, still a licensed, registered business, all that good stuff, guys. So don't worry. We are planning on another event with Ann's Orphanage, but right now school's out. So the 65 elementary students that we visited Santa Claus with at the orphanage, if you guys saw that video, #1 video on the channel now, 30,000 views. Santa visit the kindergartners. So those 65 kids are out of school. The other 20 that still live there, there's probably a half a dozen teenagers in working age, so they're working full time. The other ones, and even all 20, Ann plans field trips and stuff with, now that school's out, right? But we will be getting with Ann and the orphanage real soon now that your humble host is back at it. Here's what I recommend on your spices, your dry spices. Individual Ziploc bags with dry rice in the bottom. Now depending on the spice, you can put the dry rice individually in the bag as well, like even my cloves there. You see I got, this is what I found best, guys, because the humidity is high all year round in Thailand, all year long, right? So put them in bags. You got rice in the bottom. So after you open the bags, I do have some onion powder open there, right? But depending on the spice, sometimes you can put a little rice in the bottom of the actual bag, right? Right, so there's some celery seeds. So that's what I recommend, because we don't have a room that we air condition 24 hours a day to keep the humidity down. We run air conditioning in our bedroom at night, but so it's kind of hard to avoid the humidity. Dry rice, seal up your bags, seems to work pretty good for me. But anyway, guys, that's the update on the open mic. We still have all the capabilities, and you can see we got a lot of stuff. We still have some supply. We've given away, see, this is my third big fire here on the Moker. So yeah, we've been mostly just giving food away, trying it out on our friends, right? And like I say, the trial and error, perfecting the recipes, that kind of thing. See what kind of temperature you got going now, guys. Oh yeah, see that? Over 350 now. Now what I'm gonna do, look how clear that smoke is. Damper down, damper down. Now every smoker, barbecue man knows when you open the lid, what happens? You lose heat, right? So now we're hot. So what we're gonna do, here, turn that away from the fan, the microphone there. What we're gonna do is open her up, which is going to let the heat escape, right? We're going to place our ribs on. So let me see if I can get you a prop here, high enough. Check the view. This stuff ain't easy to do, guys. This YouTube and stuff. Check that angle. Hopefully you can see a little bit. Probably looking right at my ass, but hey, what are we going to do? What do we got? I'm on such a lag there. All right, well, whatever we got. You guys can look at my bald head. I'm intellectually mooning the world. All right, you ready? Oh yeah. All right. So we just did what? We just lost a lot of heat, didn't we? We just lost a lot of heat. Now let's put on our meat gloves that have been all bleached. Yes, that's right. I keep bleach water with me all the time. And let's go ahead and place those ribs on the top rack. No, we're going to go bottom rack. Let me think about that again. I'm only doing 3 this time. Yeah, we're going to go top. These are uncut, young pig, full spare ribs. No St. Louis cut, no trimming, right? I like the burn ends, okay? So these are locally from our butcher here in Rayong, and they deliver. We got a great price. They beat even macro. So the heat is so even on this thing that we're just going to kind of do a diagonal lay down. And I'm going to do more stuff for the party tonight. But this is the first. Now the reason I dry rub them and put them back in the bags and clip them and put them back in the refrigerator for 3 days is because I don't use a binding agent on top of the meat. I go dry rub right on top of the raw meat after you pulled all of the thin layer of skin off the backside of the ribs, right? So it takes a lot of work to prep the meat. So dry rub, and then there's really no moisture, but when it's sealed in the bag in refrigeration, it gathers a little moisture, right? And that's what binds it. The dry rub did not turn loose from the meat. But at the same time, they're not too wet now because I've allowed them to stand up and dry outside here, right? Now, temperature control is a major factor, right? I won't open them again for at least an hour and a half. Possibly 2 hours, depending on my continuous temperature checks. New gloves off. All right, guys. So now you saw live that I'm down, but I'm not out. And now that I'm feeling better, I'm getting my exercise back in, getting some cooking done, which I love to do, right? Something I love to do, and I apologize if the microphone's getting weak as I get away from it here and there. Hopefully it's not too bad. Thank you. Looks great, Sue Rowan says. Burn ends. Yes, I love them burn ends. You're so right. And my buddy Jimbo is making some amazing Appalachian, Alabama baked beans. So I'll be bringing him a Tupperware full of chopped up burn ends in case he might want to dabble some in the beans. Hey, got 9 people watching. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. I don't know how much battery I got left on this GoPro. Looks like about 32%. So we'll be okay for a little bit here. Sue Rowan, we've been thinking about you. Gary says hello. Great, Gary. On a phone call. Okay. Well, Gary, don't worry about watching anything. Just worry about taking care of yourself, and just know we are thinking of you guys. I ask for all your prayers for Gary and Sue, okay? Just leave it at that. All the prayers for Gary and Sue, and we're going to try to stay back with this bounce back and try to keep bringing some peace and love to you guys on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else. I took a big break on social media. I got some serious health concerns myself, but we're bouncing back now, and I'll keep you updated as time goes on if there happens to be another big delay. But I thought the best way to do it would just be to go live this morning, and then that way you guys could get a good feel. So now we are dampered down, right? We are closed on the air of the firebox, and we're going to monitor that as it comes back up. What I'd like it to do is come back up around 310, 315 for the early portion of the smoking of the ribs. Now, I'm not going to keep it that high, but I like to bring it up that high. So in order to get it to bounce back to around 300, I need the damper open. And you can see that's not a dark white smoke, right? So after I get back up to temperature that I want with just this Thai fruit tree wood, like I said, I can't tell you what it is, but it's wonderful because, you know, that adds flavor. So I'm using combinations. I will tell you that I am going to use hickory chips. Now this is authentic hickory wood, okay? And again, I don't need to put water on it. I just throw it in there. I want the flavor of the dry hickory chips, okay? I'm from Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, 4-state area, known for huge, massive hickories everywhere, so you don't appreciate hickory flavor until you had it, right? So it's in combination with the fruit, and I've got 2 different types of Thai fruit here. So that contributes to the flavor along with the dry rub and along with the sauce, right? So I basically do a 2.5 to 3 hour smoke, just like this. I will be basting along the way, so I'll be bringing moisture back in and make sure they're not getting dry while I'm getting that smoke ring infused, right? Make sure they're not getting too dry, but I don't need to baste right now because they're very moist, right? So I'll start basting maybe in 1.5 hours. I'd like to just keep it completely closed for at least 1.5 hours. We're gonna get that temperature back up here real quick. I might go ahead and crank that air open just a little bit there. And I've got these things which are really nice for handling wood chips, and I don't use these on food. I use these on charcoal and in the wood. So that's what we got going here. Well, what I'd like to do is go ahead and throw a little bit of hickory while I'm talking about it, because the other wood's on fire. Put some hickory smoke in there too. Oh, that's hot. Really satisfied with this custom built smoker, guys. Video on the channel if you're interested in the details of the price. The company is local, out of CHANG, up north of Pattaya, I think, Sriracha or somewhere there. So I'm gonna open that up. Got the damper open. And this is where you gotta stay pretty close to your temperature range, right? Up over 250 now. Now what's nice about it is you'd think this would be the hot spot, right? Closer to the firebox. Well, let's look. You can see just a shy over 250, 260 here. So actually this thing is so well built that if anything, your hotter spot's on the opposite end of the firebox. That tells you how well it's built. And then I put another temperature gauge in the center just to double check. And of course I've got the digital. This is all you ever really need for ribs, the digital, stick in, check them. I've got the double probes when I'm doing hams, right? But this is all you need to check your temperature range for your ribs. You don't need to worry about that until, oh God, at least 3 hours. 3 hours in, you can start checking internal temp. Look at there. About to hit 300 on that side. About to hit 300 on that side. Look at that damper. But you can see that's not a dark, or excuse me, a real thick white smoke. It's what we call a blue smoke, or a clean smoke, right? Not a whole lot of white to it. If the wood wasn't burning and on fire, or if the wood was wet, it'd be much whiter, much thicker, right? But that doesn't mean you can't damper it. Damper it down when you get your temperature right, and all that clear blue smoke is going where? Into the chamber. Into the chamber. So now that I know it's just under 300 on this end, right at 300 on this end, I know it's going to keep rising, even though I dampened it down. So I feel safe about doing a walk away. You know what I mean? Doing a walk away and not being concerned about coming back for maybe, 30 minutes, even if that, you know what I mean? And of course, I've always got more charcoal ready to go in case I need to throw a few chunks in to increase temperature real quick. All right. Okay, guys. So, yeah, between a workout, and it is so hot in Thailand. You see, I got 1, 2 fans going out here. Yeah. And I started at about 3 this morning, And like I say, this YouTube and stuff ain't that easy either because, I created the thumbnail and created the URL link so I could share it. And I get out there set up in the gym, the boxing gym, to have an opener there about the bounce back. And, oh, by the way, guys, I've got some real lard that I use. I'm not going to tell you what I use completely on all of my basting while I'm doing the ribs, because again, these are trade secrets. I don't want you duplicating what I do. I just want you to know the process because you're friends. Well, you take a screenshot real quick, you might get the ingredients, then you might not. But anyway, say hello, big baby Jake. You gonna tell everybody about your surgery? So we just got the biopsies back, guys, and good news, everything was malignant. So what he had was an umbilical tumor here, sticking way out. It kept growing, starting to look really gross. So the doc said, if it keeps growing, you got to come in. They cut it completely off. I had a biopsy on that. Completely benign, I'm sorry. Not malignant, completely benign, no problem whatsoever. And it won't grow back. So they were able to get the seed in the core of that growth, that little tumor, right? And here is a fatty, kind of a fat deposit, lipoid is what I believe they call it. So all he did here was cut and take a biopsy, and it's benign too, not malignant. And of course we keep them with the powerful insect edibles, but they still get bugs occasionally, right? But anyway, that's the good news on baby Jake, big baby Jake. He's our only grandson here in Thailand. The other three we consider our children. Brownie, asshole, Brownie, where are you? Huh? Good girl, come on, good girl. She's been spayed. She's been spayed. She's healthy as she can be. She's a Thailand Ridgeback dog. See why I call them Ridgebacks there? Right? Huh? It's got ears like Batman. Naturally stand up. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Huh? Guys, our battery's probably going to die pretty quick. These GoPro cameras get hot. Come on, where's Dan? Huh? Where's Dan? Where's Dan? Beautiful moon tonight. Sun's starting to come up. Air quality is horrible right now in Thailand, guys. I can tell you right now, it's horrible. Rayong's not near as bad as some areas, but the winds have been calm. Looky there. Do we know you? What's your name, huh? What's your name? Well, you want to say hello to all your fans? It's okay. You don't have to move. Yeah, I know. You don't like the light in your eyes, huh? It's okay. Good boy. No, you be nice. Down. Down. Come on. Down. He don't want you standing over here. Good boy, Triple D. Good boy. Say, love you. Say, I'm happy as I can be here at the house of Nam Yen and Triple T. This is my home. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay motivated, man. I'll do what I can to bring you some more content on this bounce back. I'm hoping this bounce back here lasts a while. The last bounce back I had, I took a pretty big nosedive. Shout out to my good friend Uncle Bill. Having a goodbye party for Uncle Bill tonight. That's what these ribs are all about. We've been, like I say, doing a lot of cooking. Not a lot because of my health, but what cooking we have done, we've done quite a bit, and we seem to be getting a lot of good feedback.